Hi. So, yes, before anybody says anything, still wearing the same shirt. I don't have to leave the room, so there's really no need to change outfits unless I feel like it. Sometimes it gets a little hot in here, a little crispy, but got big boy fan right there. But anyway, today's the date is July 29th, 2019. You can't see the top of my hair, but no, I didn't cut it. Yeah, you can see it. Oh, you know what? Actually, it was probably better you can't see it. I wasn't planning on filming anything. I just got kind of bored and decided to do something about it. I wasn't like oh my god, I'm bored all day type of bored, because right now it's like 7 o'clock and that would be a long ass time to be bored from the time of waking up in the morning. So it wasn't like that. I had a good day today. This is not a video specifically about anything, to be honest. This is just a video talking, just chilling out and being a sassy teen. Although I feel weird that I say that because I'm not a teenager anymore. You ever? Okay. I don't want to say you ever feel, because a lot of people feel this way. If anything, I feel like a mom, and not in a bad way. I just feel very mature in a very gracious way. Hallelujah. But yeah, I up until probably 2 or so-ish years ago, I felt like I was still in high school. And I'm gonna say this again, these videos are timeless and they could literally be about anything. And you know what? Since this video isn't about anything, I would like to let you know that I've been constantly told to rest, to like take a mental break and, just forget about the whole journey thing that's happening. But it's funny because me knowing all that I know, it is hard for me to do that. And my work is my work for my path specifically literally consists of me doing all the things that I love, but from the comfort of my room. And the way my path is set up is I have absolutely zero reason to go outside, zero reason to go anywhere, because I don't like doing that anyway. But given a reason, and a reason that serves me, I would. But right now, everybody in my little life is currently on their own personal journeys, and so we've been split up because their vibration isn't as high as mine. So we have been strategically split up by the universe so everybody can do their own personal healing. So, and then I don't have a car because, again, there's no mistakes in the universe. Everything is so perfect. But you gotta sacrifice some things in order to get the things that you want. And that does not mean going to quit your job if you're not sure that's what you want to do, and if you're not sure that is the time, and you don't have a foolproof plan. Like I said, my path is very unique. But, somebody else out there could have a path similar to mine. So if you know what you're doing, go ahead, but don't come back talking about she told me to. Use discernment. Uh, so, yeah, flash warning. If I say this video has no meaning, no, that's a lie. All my videos have meaning. If I say these videos have no specific point in mind, it's gonna go all over the place. So you just gotta follow it as I go. And that happens for all the videos that do have a actual point in mind. It's just I know when to come back. So it's a little different. There ain't no coming back. There ain't no looking back. Because we go into the future. Anyway. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, my path legit just is me sitting in this bed most of the time because the room is mostly bed, but at the same time I have floor. Oh, you know what? I can just flip the camera around. What are you playing for? Yeah, there's floor. I leave the trash can in front of the door because it doesn't actually shut, and the dogs, they like to they smell food and they'll pop in, and I'm just like, no, knock it off. So I put a trash can there. I did have that in front of it, but I'm trying to be a little bit more inviting to the fam as of today because I'm feeling more detached towards the situation. So I'm able to react differently and or not react at all. But yeah, and the floor looks dingy, but it is just an older house. It is clean. So when I say I do yoga, sometimes don't be like, ugh, she dusty on the floor and stuff. No, I sweep and mop it. Not ironically, coincidentally, those are my dad's. Um, Coincidentally, this is the prayer room, so very aptly named. Yes. So anyway, I was too close to. I was too close. So I haven't made just a blah video since I haven't had my camera. So I'm just really, I don't know whether to let it droop or bring it back up. That's kind of my feeling every time, to be honest. It's normally curled, but I didn't really do anything to it. And then I slept in it, and then that's kind of what it looks like because, I work at home, and this is not my home. But I feel my home, he's doing his best. There's a lot happening. Anyway, so what the heck was I talking about? I already said the video is timeless, but I didn't explain what that meant. And sometimes I do, and most of the time I don't. But yeah, literally you can see it at any time. I could be doing anything. This channel has no genre, if that's what you're gonna say. I have no genre. We shouldn't have genres at all, to be honest, but I'm not actively I'm against the genres. It's just, I tried to hold myself to my own type of standard, and it just never really worked out because I like too many different things. And there's a reason for that. I just, I never look the same multiple times unless, unless, or whatever. But, in this video, maybe I look more girlish, or I could be looking like a trap king. I'm fairly androgynous. Androgynous? No, it's androgynous. But at the same time, you're gonna see me in some bandos, nipple piercings happening, sex symbol type of look, But it's just because if I wear a plastic bag, you're gonna see it, so might as well flaunt it. And at the same time, I wear what, works for my body. And that just happens to be a lot of things. And I like colors because my boyfriend likes colors and introduced me to colors. Because, fun fact, my favorite color is black, but I wear so many other different colors. But I can't wait to get back into black because that's a sexy color. But then again, so is red. Okay, so we're done with that. What the fuck was I talking about? I don't know. If it looks like I'm a weirdo, I am. And that's okay. Because you know what? You're a weirdo too. You just don't let it out. And if you do, you're strong. Because it took me a cool minute to accept this. Everybody thinks that they're crazy. And then, they don't let it out. And then they actually become crazy, like not the good crazy. Like I'm a good crazy. I'm a damn good crazy. Don't try me. But, I am very practical at the same time. Sometimes a little too practical. Like my energies are very balanced when it comes to a lot of things. I don't know what Ice Cube does that. Oh, is it like that? I did my best. Um, so yeah, sometimes I look very feminine. Sometimes I look more masculine than most. I like to do different things with different things, but it just depends on how the cookie crumbles that day. I didn't expect to say that, so it made me laugh. Oh shit, I'm funny. I'm hilarious. So, yeah. I'm really trying to get back on track because I know nobody else watching this knows what the beginning of this was even about. But at the same time, I usually try to bring it back there regardless of what type of anything this is. But I really hope that I figure that out. Shit. Anyway, yes. Let your crazy out. Let your space out. I may sound like an airhead, but don't try me. But at the same time, I am a very nice person. So please don't try me. I don't like conflict. I really don't care for it. I may look Okay, so I was about to say I may look like I don't know what's going on, but I really feel like people see me so much differently than than I present myself, and it's so funny because um, honestly, people think I'm intimidating. They think I'm intimidating. People think I'm overly sexy. Like they don't know what to do with themselves, and you can see it. Some people get starstruck, which is interesting to me because it's been a journey. It has been a journey. So, you know how you spend time within yourself and then you are very surprised at how other people see you because you see yourself as someone that is just really doing their best every single day and always with the good intentions, and people, take it a different way. So that's interesting. But I like it. I get shit done. It also causes conflict sometimes because sometimes I could just be with someone that I'm friends with, and somebody else will want my friend, and immediately I am a target. And I'm like, I just came to chill. Why are you being like this? You know. But I still treat that person with love, and then I end up being the person that they're talking to. But that is a fun story, and when I reconnect with that person, I want to tell that story with this. It was really funny. Um, I'll probably, yeah, no, we will definitely remember because that was an iconic moment. That person and I always have iconic moments. My adventurer, my best friend. I have multiple best friends, but that's the best friend. My little brother is also my best friend. I miss him. Yeah, this video is all over the place. It might even be an hour long. So that could be great, or it could be unhelpful to me because then that means I can't use my phone while it's uploading. Can you use your phone while things are uploading? Do people even upload on their phone? Questions that I will never know the answers to until I remember to Google them before I film a video. I never remember until I'm actually uploading the video. I could do it before I upload the video because iPhones do that. The person that thinks of everything that just totally misses a lot of things. Technology is just so interesting to me. Um, the funny part is that I'm in a room laughing to myself, talking to the camera. That's the funny part. That's the gag. The other funny part is I'll never know. I'll never know. Ooh, was that a laugh line? I'll never know. I look like a gorilla. Oh my god. Uh, so it's funny because, like I said in other videos, I have made a lot of videos and I haven't uploaded them yet because I was still supposed to be a secret. And on top of that, I did not have a way to do that because I was a secret and the universe made it so. There's a reason why I'm popping up out of nowhere talking like I know what I'm talking about, cuz I do. But like, this is all like just push her out into the world now. She's ready, but like, not physically ready, only visually ready because it's not time yet. But she's still ready. Her wings are ready. And that's annoying because I hear it all the time and it's just like, all right, if I'm ready, take me already because I'm ready. Like, I'm ready to bust up out of here. Bust up out of here. Anyway, you know what? I hope the sound really does go into this because that's the only reason why I'm wearing these, because I can't listen to music while I'm doing this. So, and then my other videos there's no mic at all. So that's going to be interesting to see if I'm going to have to, I think I have to wait till I get a laptop in order to upload those, but those are gold. Even though I look better in these videos than I look in those because lighting, outfit choices, because most of the time I was at home and I was in the process of also throwing away all my clothes, and I am a very leisurely folk, so I wear what I want and I look how I want because I like the way I look in a lot of things. So, sometimes that just means I will be dressed bummish, but at the same time, not bummish to me, and still will go on a date. I'm cute. It's not conceited if you know it, especially because I think a lot of people are adorable. Honestly, everybody. In my eyes, everybody's beautiful. And it's not narcissistic if you truly love yourself for the qualities that you have on the inside and you love others for the same. I ain't sorry. I was going to say sorry, not sorry, but there's just no apologizing happening with that. So, not sorry. So, if it seems like I'm arrogant and egotistical and very vain, I have earned that. And you know what? It won't bother you so much when you decide that you deserve that too. Because it's not about what's on the outside. I started working on the inside and the outside came with it. And I was like, hallelujah. Hallelujah. And I don't use my looks to, for evil. That's what we're going to say, for evil. Because I am naturally a flirty person, which is funny because I am not naturally a flirty person. It is what it is. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, if it looks like I'm an egotistical person and that I don't care about anybody but myself, one, you're wrong, and two, it's because I am a Leo ascendant, so that explains so much. Like, it explains why I've had so much trouble up until this point, because I would be like, I want to be this person's friend, or I'll be like, I was so nice to this person, and legit, I'm a nice person. Nice, genuine, and you will know if I do not like you because I'm also blunt. So it's just like, it was just really interesting to see how many people, like in the early stages of my life, it was really interesting to see how many people came back around and been like, I'm jealous, acting like they just be acting jealous, they be acting like they don't know how to act, period. And it's just like, how you coming for a person that didn't even send for you, literally. But maybe I came off to them as someone that knows it all, because okay, that's it. Nope. Sorry. Sorry. Um, but it's funny because now I am a know-it-all, literally, but still don't know it all. So, I'm humble. This is as humble as it gets, to be honest. Gave up my job. My relationship is in a break. We're going to say a break because he may have a different view of what happened, but, I know the whole story. So it is really hard for me to be like, oh yeah, this is a breakup. Fuck that nigga. Like, that's just not how I felt when everything went down, especially because I knew the motive behind it and it wasn't even that bad. However, it hurt like it was supposed to, but forgiveness is key. It was just the whole situation. But, and currently living in my father's house, and my father is not my biological father, but like if my biological father had been in my life, because I've never met him, things would have been so much more difficult. And I pray to the Lord every day, and that is just the truth. So I, if you are listening, don't do it. Just don't do it. Not because my father is my father. Like, he is a very good man. I love him. He's highly opinionated, but it is all out of love. So this has been another karmic cycle for me. And if some people don't know what that is, because everybody watches these videos, well, everybody will see these videos. I don't know. A karmic cycle is basically like you're in a soulmate situation, and you have to learn the lessons. So let's say you end up with a narcissist, and you're dating a narcissist, and they are just you're in a narcissistic situation. They're emotionally taking from you like a vampire, not like with blood. It's called energy vampires. Empaths like me, we naturally pick up other people's everything, to be honest. Like it's like a whole thing. And sometimes we'll be feeling some type of way and we'll take it on as our own type of emotion, but we won't know that that's what that is, because if we're not sure who we are yet, like we're just more susceptible to being depressed, but we are not the only ones. But everybody on some wavelength is a bit of an empath, because energy affects energy. Where is this conversation going? Back to the karmic situation. If you're with a narcissist and you are giving to this person, no matter how small or big, you are giving to this person, and they continue to take from you, and they have this hair is just doing the absolute most, and it's been doing it because I want to pull it, but it's attached, and your girl just got her hair back to the healthiness. Now we just gotta get the curls to remember that they are curls, because my hair is not normally this puffy. It's just I don't have hair products to actually keep my hair the way that I would normally like it. And I used to be actively against grease. That's a story for another time. I don't know. I might make another video. Dang, I might make another video. I don't make more than one video because these take energy, because inspiration takes energy. And I am channeled. It's just like I am a channeled type person. Like I won't say channeled messaging. I don't know if that's the same thing, because I feel like that is literally when you are channeling for someone, or you're giving someone advice or something like that. But like it's not an accident when I say something. Yeah, it's just never an accident. Well, nothing's ever an accident, but it for damn sure is not an accident when I say something. A lot goes on. So going back to what I was saying about the narcissist. So these people are taking from you energy-wise, and probably sexually. Girls, feminine energies, you have to worry about stuff like that. because we do hold a lot of our power in our sacral chakras. Um, so if you're just doing stuff and you are lying to yourself about the way you feel about certain things, or you're detached and you just, you don't know that you feel a certain way about certain things, I would reconsider your situation, because it all starts with saying no, and then continuing to say no. So that is what happened with my narcissist situation, because that did happen. That was an example, but that did happen. It was an emotionally abusive relationship, and I got out of that. And, that started the journey of choosing better, but the next person wasn't the one either. And then I left that person because that person was also taking in a way, but like not even really reciprocating the relationship in the way that it was presented in the beginning. So it was a little different. Like you could tell that we weren't, like you could tell, but it was okay because we were shut-ins, not like literally like, oh my God, we're never leaving the house, but it is what it is. Um, choosing better situations, and learning from your mistakes, those are karmic lessons. So karmic partners are people that you get with and you're with them for a season and for a reason, and they are meant to be let go. So if you're struggling in a relationship because someone is refusing to change and it is really hurting you, and you were being like, I don't want to give up on us, because you were really thinking this person is going to be better, because she has the blinders on. And, somebody, I don't know why I bumped into this whole conversation, because somebody, you don't know. You just don't know who could be watching these videos. So that's why they're all over the place, because I am for a very, very, very wide audience. So anybody could be watching this. Anybody could stop watching this at some point and then, probably see it again in their tab and then watch it, and it's talking about something that literally they went through that day, or they're going through it as of right now. So, before anybody says like, oh, this is super off topic, none of my videos actually have a topic. But most of the time when I get on about something, I have something I want to talk about. I'm just opening my mouth today. So anyway, yeah, karmic partners are not supposed to be people that you marry. So if you're unsure about a relationship because somebody is acting up and you're just worried about being alone, that is a karmic partner, and you just really need to cut that off. Like cut it off, because you're worth more than that, and that's the lesson. That's how you get anywhere in life. People say self-love is really important, and it is that is the best advice anybody could ever give you. And the thing is that nobody really knows how to explain it, because we think that self-love is just saying, oh, I'm gonna be positive today, body positivity, thinking positive thoughts, saying in the mirror, I'm beautiful, I'm beautiful, I'm beautiful. Start small. If you're anything like me, I am a more emotionally detached type of person, like in general. I am very loving now, but it took a journey to get here. Like if I had not found this path, I would probably be a stripper right now. I hope nobody heard me say that. But it's true. If, some of us can just really picture ourselves in certain situations, and there will be situations where I'm a person that I don't like going places that I just don't need to be. I'm not for wasting my time. So I'm not the type of person to go everywhere. So when I say something like that, that means I have actually thought about that part of the spectrum. It's like I could visually see who I would be in that situation. And the funny part is that I can't help but picture myself looking the way I do now in that situation. But realistically, I wouldn't look like this because I'm happy, beautiful, and thriving. That just not would not that would not be me in that situation. Now I'm not saying that strippers are not happy, beautiful, and thriving, but I do watch videos of strippers, and I not like doing their job, like, vlogs. They like to talk about their job. They like to talk about what to put in your bag. They like to talk about like how to do certain things. I'm a very diverse person. I like to look. I like to know stuff. I've been to a strip club 2 or 3 times, and I plan on going again. But I want to go to like a more high scale one and see if they're happier people. But people view things as just a job. So when those people view things as just a job, you can see it taking from them. It's giving them money, but money is energy, and you can just see it taking from them. But they're so knowledgeable about it. It's something that they're passionate about because it is something that is giving them income. So they're in a situation because they want to do that. Now, I don't know if there are some people that really do like their job, but I want to see a world where, you know, they can do their job if that's what they still want to do, because I really don't see anything wrong with it. But I don't like that a lot of the girls said that they have to talk nasty to guys, and people are going to be like, well, of course, they're selling this and blah, blah, blah. And it's just like a person's self-worth is more than that. That man's self-worth is way more than that. So, it's just a energy. The whole place is like an energy vampire, to be honest with you. And it just feels like nobody wants to be there. And that's like, oh, duh. But at the same time, I'm not just for somebody like I don't even know where I was going with that sentence. I'm not just the motivational speaker for the kids. I'm not just the motivational speaker for the me's. I don't really know what to because I'm not old, so honestly, I wanted to say teens. Probably because like the teens that I hung out with, they are all older, because we are all older now, because you get older. Duh. It's just hard to really twist that around, especially because the people that I hang out with, they're all like around my age, if not my age. But at the same time, I get along with older people. I don't say I hang out with them. I get along with older people. And on top of that, they're all just a little less mature than I am, but not like childish, just very, excuse me. I'm purging, so I burp a lot. I've been burping so much since the transition stage happened, so if anything, this is the high point, because there's less. They're still learning. They're just very still. They're just still learning, but they're more mature than the other people, because they would have to be in my vibration, because everything is based off vibration. Back to the stripper story. We're already at 34 minutes. The last time I looked, it was 11. Whatever. Yeah, no, I mean, if you want to dance. Ooh, dancing. That's going to be fun. I can't wait to take a bunch of dance classes, because there's so many people that I watch on YouTube. The dance community is so inspiring. And I'm going to get into that with the next video that I make, because honestly, I don't want to get off track, because this is actually an important message. I I'm not against the whole scene of the strip club. I just don't like that all these people are very unhappy. Period. That I don't like it. It hurts my heart, and that's something that is very interesting to me because I am an emotionally detached type of person. Excuse me. I'm evolving. I used to be. So to open that up, to be super open to something like that, that's a blessing for me. That's something that like is eye opening because I thought my eyes really were already open, and they were. Looking back, I saw so much that really, you just see it in their faces, you feel it in the energy, and the energy is very important when you go somewhere. Um, and I just, I want people to be happy. I'm not just this person talking, I'm this person talking, and it's for the world. The bums on the street, world peace. Like, that is what we are achieving. I'm not the person to be like, oh, you know, you are you are doing a great job. Um, I will say that if I feel that, don't be fishing for compliments. But at the same time, if I feel like I need to say something, I'll be like, do you want to hear what I have to say? Nobody ever says no. Somebody in the comments section is just like, no, period. That's funny. But yeah, no. But at the same time, if it's not my place, I won't say anything. If it's someone close to me, which it usually is, I will say something. Like, but I will still ask if it's, because they do want to hear what I have to say because they know that it's always out of love. So, if I had a friend that was in that situation, I would be happy for them because, we trying to get the money. I get it. Me, I'm not the type of person to be like, money is everything. That's not how I feel. But sad truth is, honestly, you do need money to, pay bills and whatnot. But this earth is, sorry if my lips look crusty. They're not, but they could be. It's an illusion. And yes, that is a mustache. It's not a mustache, it's a beard. I'm a hairy person, to be honest with you, and I can't wait to have money so that I can get lasered because I'm not gonna get it waxed. I'm not getting it threaded because you get bumps and that's annoying. And to be honest with you, I'm done with this. I can deal with the armpit hair because I'm pro don't cut your armpit hair, and not on purpose. It's just, like if I don't feel like it, then I don't feel like it. I will wear tube tops with the armpit hair, and honestly, nobody cares because I still look good. I'm like an Amazonian queen type of look when it's just people really don't notice how much hair I have on my body. It's funny, but at the same time, it's there. Like I have leg hair, but it's kind of just, I don't know, you can't really tell. Thank God. I think it's because I'm black, to be honest with you, to be the most honest with you. Um, Hallelujah. But it wasn't always like that, so I'm glad. I think it's my vibration, to be honest, because that changes a lot. This has nothing to do with what we were talking about. Sorry. That was a feather. It was on me. Um, ooh. I really want to talk about that too. How long is this video going to be? There's just, everybody deserves to be happy, and happiness does bring you money. Whether or not that is your 3D way of thinking or not, it does. Like that, it's just believe in something that's bigger than you. Just try it out. Believe in something that's bigger than you, and you know, do I wouldn't say do your research, to be honest with you, because I did research on my past life, who I am, as a soul. And honestly, don't nobody know a damn thing about this person. And it is so, it's annoying because I'm like, I can relate. But at the same time, it's like, it's irritating and very interesting to see how everybody just looks on the outside. Like they just want to look at actions. They just want to see things, and it's because you can't prove things that are in the inside. But that's why we're all struggling, just saying. And that's why most of us are unhappy. Somebody said something in a video and um they were like, somebody's doing something wrong at all times. It doesn't matter if it's in the light or in the dark. And I thought that was just so funny because when I think about it, I wouldn't have my role if that wasn't true. I'm not saying that. I was about to say I'm not going to say I'm not perfect, but there's a reason why I'm here. Like there's a reason why there's a reason why I am who I am. Everybody was born perfect for their roles. Ha! I was about to say what I meant, but you know what? I'll leave it at that. Everyone was born perfect for their roles, and yeah, I'm gonna say it anyway. Everybody is perfect. You just need to remember why. There is no right or wrong. It's motive. Are you acting out of fear or are you acting out of love? If you are acting out of love, figure out what that means. If you're acting out of love at all times, you're not doing anything wrong. But if you're lying to yourself and you're holding yourself back from what it is that you love out of fear and you're just, there are just little things. And everybody, like, so yeah, me, personally, I just can't think of not one damn thing that I'm doing wrong. Maybe if I had to think about it and I had to, point out a flaw, because as you go up, you clear these things. So hold on. Give me a second. I have a thought. I'm just trying to like make sure that that's the only one. Well, the first one that I'm thinking is I am a little too hard on myself because I know what I can take because I've been through it, but at the same time, and I mean mentally, but at the same time, I'm also working on being like vulnerable and also emotionally detached about certain situations at the same time. So if I had to say I'm doing something wrong, then, it would probably be too hard on myself while I'm, going through this journey, learning how to be more vulnerable. But at the same time, that's part of the journey and part of the lesson that I'm learning because at the same time, I still have to, I can't just break down and be negative. There are times where you do need to do that, but I write it down. I just write it down, which will turn into a book later on in life. So stay tuned. Dang. I have this app that tells me when I'm going to be on my period, and it's funny because I don't use it because it never saves when I start. So like why am I keeping it? But like every cycle I have to remember when I started my last one, and I'm just like, that's the whole reason I had you in the first place. And it wasn't always boo-boo like that. It used to work. I don't know. Get it together. And it just like dropped down, and I'm already done with mine, so hallelujah. And it was like going downtown, here's some tips. And I'm just like, going downtown where? What are you talking about? So that's not what I meant to. It's not what we're talking about at all. Yeah, this world's gonna change. Things are gonna be so much more different. And if you're in a situation because you are strictly relying on money, get your paper. Do what you gotta do. But look into things that actually make you happy because I know you're making enough money to do it. If there are priorities in your life that you're just like, I don't want to be if, ands, or buts about a situation. I have kids, I have things to do, and whatever. My journey's different, so I'm talking from a room right now, but that is because my responsibilities have been cut. Like, I am not worried about a damn thing because, one, I know that I'm going forward even though I'm in this room because there's energies, there's just a whole bigger picture. But at the same time, if I was in a bigger situation, it could have been harder for me. So I recognize that. So at least look into it. At least ask the universe for help, whether it be God or whoever it is that you want to get into. But or you could just say universe. Just know that there is somebody up there actually listening to what's going on in here. Think positive thoughts. Do positive things. When you find something that is better, but you don't know if it'll make you money, just go for it. Don't hold back because that is where the world is going. Everybody's going to be a lot happier. If they're supposed to be in a certain spot, and then they are going to be damn happy in that spot. Like I was happy at my I wasn't say fast food, but I used to get so upset when people would say fast food. It is a parlor, and we do our best, even though even though sometimes people don't believe that, and I know I can see why. It's just, anyway. I'm going to stop this video and make another video because I don't want this one to be too long. But going back to the karmic, because we're wrapping back probably about 20 minutes before what I said right now. Back to karmic situations. I'm wrapping up like this one right here. My counterpart is wrapping up his. He's actually the catalyst. Like he's the one that actually has to make the move because my specific journey is tied to his. So my role is to be patient and trust that everything is happening the way it should. But karmic lessons are lessons that they're jobs that you're not supposed to be at still. If you keep getting hired by a certain job, you know what? Strippers. Well, I'm gonna say, if you have to keep hopping from different clubs and things, and your 3D mind is thinking that's just the way it goes. Like, if it's slow, I'm not gonna be there no more. If it's blah blah blah, I gotta go here. All this stuff. But your environment really encourages how you think, whether or not you are thinking about it or not, because their energy is, they say you are who you hang around with. And even if you don't surround those people, surround yourself with those types of people when you're not there, their energy is still within you. And that is something that is gonna, impact you when certain things happen. And yeah, so karmic situations are partners that you are just not supposed to be with anymore, friends that are not supposed to be with you as you climb the ladder. Even though there's not a ladder to climb, it's actually gaining your wings, so it's different. I burped. As if you didn't know. And your parents, because in my situation, I've had karmic partners, but in order to get to my counterpart, I had to say no to all those other people. So, progressed. But my mom was my karmic partner. My mom was my karmic, relationship. And those are relationships where you have to break away. Those are healing childhood wounds. Those are like going back even deeper. My boss actually played the role of my father as a karmic role before I came to my dad's house. And I thought that was funny because I've always thought of him as a father figure, and it made so much sense. And I was just like, seriously, I could see my biological dad being exactly like this person if he had stayed in my life. However, he would not have been as higher vibrational. I'm not saying my boss is higher vibrational, although he might be, because he was karmic partners. They learn. They really do. They learn as you learn. And you know, um, so you know, if you're afraid of stepping on some toes, not literally, but you know, if you're afraid of breaking away from someone because you're doing something for them, think about yourself first and be like, this is just not working out for me. I grew out of this. So that's that situation. I broke away from it. It was not as hard as I thought it was going to be. It was hard though, to be honest, because I really did love that job, and I learned how to love um, even greater, like, because of the people that I worked with. They were all very important to me. And yes, I have other underboob sweat, and that is what we are wiping right now. And then, you know, ended up here with my actual, not my biological dad, but my dad. Ended up here with my father and his family. He lives a more traditional Christian life, so it's been a little difficult for me because I don't come from a structured family like that. Like, it's just me, my mom, and my brother, and I play mom and dad and brother and sister in that role because my mom was usually working. So, you know, I've kind of always been the one that calls my own shots. So it's really different for me to be in a house where people are actually trying to be my parent. And I'm like, huh? Like, Arrow 404. Houston, we have a problem. We don't know how to do this. We do not, I repeat, we do not know how to do this. I'm a team player, but honestly, it was different. I didn't try to play the role of the difficult teen, but that is kind of what happened. But I did it gracefully. We're over it now. We're better. Like, the situation's better. Um, it was different because they're understanding that I really am not going to change something just because they say it, because I didn't come here for them to change my lives. I was brought here to clear this lesson, basically, and form a better relationship with them in general. And I'm not gonna lie, when it comes to my dad, I tiptoe a lot around certain things because I don't want to offend him, because there was just never any reason for me to bring out too much of what it is that I was doing. So me being put in the household for the first time and actually being here, it was a little different because, you know, not everybody sees things the way that you do because they are on different parts of their journey. So it was a little rocky, a little rocky. But time heals a lot of things, but we are a lot better now. And there was really no fighting or anything because honestly, fighting is not, that's not what my life is about. I, I don't like conflict at all, but it doesn't mean that I won't initiate if I need to. I ain't no bitch. But anyway, um, I wanted to say that this video ended with a great point, but I hope somebody got something out of this because I'm going to make another video right after this, and I hope that I can do that while this is uploading. I guess we'll find out. Anyway, thank you for listening to me ramble, because that's what we do here. Hallelujah. Yeah. All right. Have a beautiful day and do the things that make you happy and serve you well. Take that as it resonates, and you know, I'm just here to give the knowledge, the hear, the voice. That is my job. So if you don't want to hear me, you will. If you don't hear me right here, you'll hear me somewhere else. Trust me. There's so many things planned that is so interesting how it's me. Like, I just, damn. Anyway, but you know, it's up to you to make the choices. It's up to you to tell yourself whether or not it goes for your situation. And I'm really betting that a lot of the time it does, because we're all going through something. We're all going through things that don't serve us. And right now, that situation for me, the person that cut out everything out without a problem, I'm really good at cutting out things that don't serve me anymore. And I'm really good at detaching from a situation because it needs to heal on its own. So there are people that, I'm not around right now, and they might think that that I don't need them, or I'm just ignoring them or whatnot. But more than likely, it's because they're on their own personal journeys. And I play mom. I don't play mom. I just ended up naturally being a mom figure to a lot of people that are important to me, a mentor. That is just kind of who I am, who I've become, because I care. And people, listen for the most part. Like, they listen, but, again, they will do what they will do. And so I have like a motherly, I really do think of myself as mother of all type of vibe. And honestly, that it was really hard for me to detach from these people, because I've been there for them in their times of need. And I know that their time of need is probably right now, but this is the time where they need to do it themselves, because they are all a part of the same twin flame journey, and they need to learn. And they can't learn, sorry, I was stretching out my legs, they can't learn if I'm always there, constantly telling them the answers, because I think I've given them enough knowledge to let them fly, and they'll come back to me. We'll be reunited pretty soon, actually, I'm feeling, and I'm really excited for that. So yeah, this karmic situation right here, this is, I'm not staying here. I just happen to be here. But if I was just like, I'm gonna get a job because I'm tired of waiting, and you know what? I'm scared, then I would be hanging on to something and hindering my growth. So, but just that's not what it is. So, cut it off. Cut it off when it's time. If you're not growing, you're being stagnant. Period. They're equal. Like, it's like a duh, but it's because you're in the same place, or because you don't have motivation for what you're doing. That's another thing. Find inspiration for what you're doing. Wherever you are, do your best. So yeah, I'm gonna upload this video and see if I can make another one at the same time.